If you ask ChatGPT for the best headphones 100 times, you will almost never get the same list twice. And I don't mean just slightly different, I mean statistically almost impossible. Yet companies are spending millions of dollars trying to rank in AI. So let's talk about why that might be a problem. Now, in case you haven't heard, there's a growing industry right now called AI visibility tracking. And these companies that are providing this are promising brands where they rank in ChatGPT, how often they show up in AI answers, and whether competitors appear more often. And big brands are spending serious money on this. But until recently, nobody had actually tested whether or not AI visibility was consistent or not. So recently, Rand Fishkin and Gumshoe.ai ran a large experiment to figure this out. And the results are honestly pretty eye-opening. So first, let's go over exactly what they did. They had 600 volunteers that took 12 different prompts, and they prompted the three major AI tools, which is ChatGPT, Claude, and Google AI. And they got nearly 3,000 total responses. They asked things like best chef's knives under $300, best digital marketing consultants, best cancer hospitals on the West Coast, best headphones for travel. And they ran each of these prompts dozens of times. So the question is, if you run the same prompt 100 times, how often do you get the exact same list back? The answer? Less than 1 in 100 times. That's the chance that ChatGPT or Google AI will give you the exact same list of recommendations. And if you care about the order of which brands came up in those responses, repeating the same order was less than 1 in 1,000 times. That means when it comes to AI responses, that the brands change, the order changes, and the number of recommendations changes. Sometimes AI gave 3 results, sometimes it gave 10. These AI tools are probability engines. They're built to generate variation. So being able to track ranking positions and AI results, well, that's basically impossible as of right now. Now let's move on to one of their more serious examples. They asked AI for the best cancer hospitals on the West Coast. One hospital, City of Hope, appeared in 69 out of 71 responses. That's a 97% visibility, but was only ranked number 1 in 25 of the responses. So what exactly does that mean? Is it the best hospital? No, it just means that the LLM model strongly associates that hospital to that topic. And that's a really important distinction. And here's where it gets interesting. Ranking in AI is pure chaos, but visibility percentage across multiple runs of the same prompt, that might actually mean something. When brands show up repeatedly across dozens or hundreds of responses, that tells you that the brand is in the AI's consideration set. And that might be the only metric that actually makes any sense. Not AI ranking position, but AI presence. But here's another issue that they found. They also asked 142 people to come up with their own prompt to find the best headphones. Almost none of the prompts looked similar, which means that people don't search AI like they search Google. When they search on AI, they get more specific, they get a little weird, and they get really detailed. And yet, even with wildly different prompts, brands like Bose, Apple, and Sony showed up 55 to 77% of the time. So AI is capturing intent across variations, but it's still not ranking consistently. So here's the main takeaway from this recent study. If someone or some service is promising you that you can be number 2 in ChatGPT, that number is basically meaningless because ranking position in AI is unstable. But if someone shows you appear in 72% of AI answers across 100 prompts and 5 models, that's at least statistically grounded. Still imperfect, but definitely measurable. So the biggest thing that I would take away from this research is understanding what methodology the service or software that you're using that's giving you AI visibility is actually using. We know from this study that AI ranking equals noise. It doesn't mean anything. But AI visibility percentage over multiple runs of the exact same prompt is something that could be considered a signal. So if you're going to invest in AI visibility at all, make sure that you demand transparent methodology, large sample sizes, and real statistics. Otherwise, you're just kind of paying for a screenshot. Now, if you want to learn more about SEO and AI search, then join our school community. Inside of our community, you can unlock SEO courses that will show you our exact framework to rank higher in Google and on AI search. And while AI visibility might be a waste of time right now, there's other things that can also be wasting your time that don't move the needle when it comes to ranking in Google and AI search. So make sure to watch this video to make sure that you're spending your time in the right place that will move the needle the fastest. So click this video and we'll see you over there.